त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कवि कवीनामुपं श्रवस्तवं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां बृहस्पत आनः श्रवभूतिमिसीदसादनम्.
According to Puranic text, Lord Ganesh has three qualities: the quality of knowledge, the quality overcoming obstacles and becoming successful, and the quality of devotion. In this material world, Sri Ganesh is the Lord of spiritual knowledge. For this reason, all of spiritual undertakings begin with a prayer to Sri Ganesh. A long time ago, high up on Mount Kailash, the abode of Lord Shiva, everything was quiet and serene. Shankarji was away with a group of devotees. Mata Parvati had ordered Lord Shankar's guardian white bull Nandi to guard the entrance of the house. Mata Parvati walked towards the entrance of her house and all the demons standing around bowed to her in reverence.
Yes, Mother.
Nandi, you are the guardian of Lord Shiv, so I am giving you a responsibility.
Yes, Mother.
I am going to take a bath. Please do not let anyone enter the house.
No one, Mata.
Yes, no one. If anybody enters the house, then you will have to face my anger.
Certainly, Mother. Oh, what should I do now? Lord Shiva has come back. He is the Lord of this threefold world, husband of Mata Parvati and Lord of Kailash mountain. How can I stop him from entering his own house? But on the other hand, I have to obey the order that Mata Parvati has given me. I am in a dilemma. Oh, what should I do? But I must stop him.
Oh Nandi, it's good that you met me here.
Why, Master? Have you any instruction for...
A group of my devotees is waiting for you in the Kanan forest. Please go there immediately.
But Master...
No buts, Nandi. Please go immediately.
Yes, Master.
Poor Nandi. He's in a dilemma what to do. And meanwhile, Lord Shiva enters the house and approaches Parvati, who is taking a bath with her female friends.
This is the sound of the Lord Shiva's Trishul.
Yes, I know. But who has let him inside at this inappropriate time? I had stationed Nandi at the door.
Sakhi, one way or the other, Nandi just could not stop Lord Shiva. After all, he is his devotee.
Come on, let's go quick. Lord Shiva will be here any minute. Oh no, this is not fair. Just because Nandi is my Lord's devotee, he chooses to disobey my instructions?
So you're taking a bath, Parvati?
Yes, but I had to leave in halfway because all my female friends ran away when they heard you coming.
You mean I should not have come here?
Yes, I had asked Nandi to stand guard at the door, but he chose to disobey me.
Oh, but this is my house and I don't have to ask Nandi to enter my own house.
Yes, even if you are my own husband, he should have stopped you. I want a devotee for whom my wish is supreme. Nandi is my Swami's devotee and obviously will obey his master.
Hey, what's happened? What makes you so glum?
I am thinking about the incident that occurred in the morning. Nandi has hurt me with his disobedience.
Nandi is a guardian and devotee of Lord Shiva. That's the reason he did not obey you.
Why don't you make a follower of your own? You too have powers of creating life. That's it. What a good idea. Yes, I will create a follower who is devoted only to me.
Following the advice of her friends, Parvati starts to create a small boy out of the sandal paste that she peels off from her body.
These are the arms and this is the head as she goes along.
Now she brings the boy to life.
My son, only you I can call my own.
I am here to obey and serve you as a parent.
Take this big staff, my son, and come with me. Son, stand guard here and do not let anyone enter the house without my permission.
Very well, mother. I will do exact as you say.
The little boy boldly stands guard at the door and Parvati goes inside and busies herself in her work when Lord Shiva comes along, accompanied by his demon aides. Hey, who is this boy standing guard at my door?
We don't know, Lord, and we have never seen him around here.
Then with whose permission is he guarding my door?
Let me ask him, Lord.
No, I will ask him myself.
Who are you? You cannot go inside.
You foolish child! I am Shiva. With whose permission are you guarding my door?
My mother Parvati. I am following her orders.
Parvati's orders?
Yes, it is her order that I do not let anyone enter the house.
Get out of my way. Let me go in.
I'm sorry. I cannot do that.
I don't know who this foolish boy is. And what is he doing here? I don't want to mess with him. You scare him and throw him out. After instructing his aides to get rid of the boy, Shiva walked away in anger.
Oh, little boy, you are so small and yet so obstinate. You don't seem to scare easily.
Don't think you can scare me away from here. Don't tell me about my safety. Think of your own safety and don't try to touch me.
I will have to touch you. I have to follow my lord.
Do not forget, if you are obeying your mother Parvati, then we are obeying our master Lord Shiva.
They too are obeying orders just like me. Now, what should I do? Parvati,
Yes, Sakhi, what happened?
your son outside is being troubled by the demons of Lord Shiva.
Is that so? Then wait and see. My son is very strong. He is not going to be bullied by them.
Yes, but what if he is not able to stand up to them? Then what?
Then let me think.
Listen, if their bullying works on your son and he leaves his guard, then once again you will become the laughing stock.
Lord Shiv is my Swami, but I don't understand why he is insisting on showing me down.
Look, you have to act fast.
Okay, then it is decided. You go and tell my son.
What should I tell him?
Tell him not to give in to any threat and continue to stand guard at the door no matter what. Kumar, I bring news from your mother.
Oh, really? What does she say?
Your mother wishes you to stand your ground and not to succumb to any threats.
You have really solved my problem. You have cleared all my doubts. Now I can face anyone.
So, what do I understand? Are you going to let anybody go inside?
Definitely not. Now, all of you listen to me. I am the son of Mother Parvati and you are all the devotees of Lord Shiva. So, you can continue doing your duty, which is to obey your master's orders. And I will continue to do my duty, which is to obey my mother's orders.
Then you leave your guard or make you leave.
I repeat, go if you want to save your skin. Even Lord Shiva cannot enter the house without the permission of my mother.
Now what do? We had thought that scaring him would be easy.
But now he is scaring us. He is a lot tougher than we had thought. Our scary appearance has no effect on him. Now what do? Hey, let's go to our master and ask him, maybe he has some idea.
We tried our best, Lord. So now I will have to ask that little boy's permission to enter my own house?
Lord, he looks to be son of some goddess and would even not let you go in without Mother Parvati's permission.
Parvati, you have created a big problem this time. You have not left me with any option. If I excuse the little boy, then what will the entire world think of me? That Lord Shiva got scared of that little boy? I will have to make my demon aides fight that little boy.
Lord, so tell, what are our orders?
Look, my friends, it gives me no pleasure to fight that boy.
Then what should we do?
But we have no other way out of the situation. If we do not face the challenge, it will send out wrong signals. So we will have to fight him. And don't worry about him being the son of a goddess. You can defeat him.
As you say, Lord.
Nandi!
Yes, Master.
Nandi, you take the lead. Okay, now go.
Prepare to fight.
Of course, you are welcome to test your strength and valor against me.
Come on, friends. Let us teach this boy a lesson he will never forget.
Let's see who learn a lesson, me or you.
Oh my God. He has defeated Nandi, Lord Shiva's guardian.